Hi there! Gscalc lets you easily create online calculators. Let me show you how it works by creating a tip calculator. I'm on the Gscalc homepage right now. I'm gonna click Create a Calculator button, which brings up the editor. Here we have three tabs: I/O, Script, and Share, and you start on the I/O tab where you specify the inputs and the outputs. So the tip calculator will have a field where the user will enter the size of the bill. So I click Add Input, Input Type Number. Then I open the settings for this input and specify the name to be used in the script and the label. Then I repeat the same operation for one more input and two outputs. The next step is to write a script that converts the inputs into the outputs. In this case, the script will look like this. A nice thing here is that you're not using any Gscalc specific APIs, function calls, and so on. So you can take the script that you write as it is and use it somewhere else without making any changes to it. Now let's go back to the I/O tab to test the script. I'm going to change one of the inputs. The outputs are calculated the moment that the user types something. The calculations are run in a web worker, and this means that the interface will not stutter even if the calculation takes a bit of time. I can use the calculator as a way that an end user would, but I can also change it at the same time. So for example, here I see that the outputs aren't right. This is because of a mistake I made in the script, so I can go to the script and fix the mistake. And then all I need to do is go back to I/O tab and I see the new values, which are now correct. Another change I'm gonna make is I will add a slider to the tip input. I'm gonna use 30% as maximum value and I'll have 5% step. Finally, I want the default values to be like this, and I click the Update Defaults button to save that. Now we go to the Share tab. You can either share a link to the calculator published on Gscalc.io, or you can embed it into your own website. At this point you'll need to save the calculator, and if you're not signed in, you'll be asked to sign up or sign in. First, let me show you what the embedded version looks like. And this is the calculator on Gscalc.io. When you open the calculator, focus is automatically put on the first input. One feature that tends to be handy when there are a lot of inputs is ability to share current values. If you click this button here, you can copy a link that has the values that the user has entered embedded into it. You can also click the email icon and this will create an email with that link already in the body, or you can share it on Twitter or Facebook. The calculator is mobile friendly, so on a phone the layout will adjust to better fit a small screen. I also wanted to mention some features which we haven't used in the tip calculator. As inputs you can use checkboxes, radios, drop-downs, date inputs, repeating items. You can have tables as outputs. Inputs can be automatically hidden when they're not applicable. I won't go into detail, but this is implemented using JavaScript getters. And also you can display different outputs depending on the current values of inputs. And that's it for this demo. Thank you for watching.